Now, most of the pro kiteboarders, the top guys, seem to be from Europe. You yourself are from the UK, and I see last year the winner and runners-up were all from the Netherlands.
Yeah.
A huge Dutch contingent. What's this year's field going to be like? Who's sort of putting fear into your eyes in this year's event?
Yeah, well, the event does that for you already, but there's definitely a lot of really talented riders out there, and it's a different crew of riders that I'm used to kind of travelling with and doing the world tour with. They're really focused on their technical things, so a lot of other riders come in, and there's people like Ruben Lenton. He's one of my best mates. We've travelled and competed for years, and he's pretty much was the running force behind bringing this event back, and he worked with Red Bull to bring it back here to Cape Town, and has a lot of influence on that. And he's known for going huge, so he's always one to look out for. He was a runner-up last year. The winner last year, Kevin Lungry, one of my fiercest rivals in the years that I was winning the world title, always pushing really hard, and he managed to come back strong from some injuries and come back to the King of the Air and do really well. So yeah, there's quite a few different people. You know, a lot of my teammates from North Kiteboarding, they're also into this side of things, and they're boosting big. But yeah, it's hard to tell who's going to take it, and that's the beauty of this event, is because it is a big air event, but a lot of people have a different take on what it is. There's no really strict guidelines. You know, some people go big and they do a kite loop, and it's really extreme. They might crash, they might not, but then you might not go as high. Some people just go as big as they possibly can. Some people want to put on a show, do different spins and different types of, you know, take the board off their feet, and some people strap the board to their feet so they can go even higher. So it's a real mix of different characters, but that's what kind of makes the show so cool.
It's also interesting is you're going to have the 12 of the best from last year, and then you've got 12 wild cards.
Yeah.
How often does a wild card take this event?
It hasn't happened yet, I don't think, but it's one of these events that it can happen any time, and the people that come into these events, you know, we've got 12 guys there who are established in kiteboarding. They're known for what they do. But these other 12 guys, they're also, you know, they're good in that field. That's why they've got into the event.
And would they mostly be local dudes? Or?
Not necessarily. There'll be a mixture. I think, you know, the wild card is great because people submit videos, and then they're picked by a committee. And yeah, it's interesting. There's some locals that really know the conditions here, which is great. They know what the wind is. They know how to make the most out of it. So there's definitely some potential for locals doing very well. We saw that last year. One of the guys came, I think, in 4th position, so that was really good. But yeah, like I say, it's incredible because it's just one of those things that somebody can come out of nowhere. They might have been just training all year just to do this event, and they can make a surprise win or good result.
And for you personally, is sort of big air kiting your strength? And what have been some of the highlights from your career?
Yeah, I mean, I actually focus on a different type of kiteboarding predominantly. It's something like I've always been at the forefront of kind of technical innovation and doing a lot of different kinds of, we call them handle passes and tricks where you're spinning and you're unhooked, taking all the pressure through your arms and passing the bar around your back. So that's very similar to wakeboarding. I've done that for 5 times in the past. Won the World Championships. They're definitely the highlight. Had a couple of injuries that set me back a little bit. Had a couple of years off and been fighting back. And this year I finally got my first win since that, and finished overall 3rd on the overall championship. But with the big air, it's something that I've always had a hand in. Like Ruben being one of my good mates, we've been coming here since. Well, over 10 years. I think the first year that I came here was 2001, and I've come back every year since to Cape Town. So we often found ourselves in the strong winds pushing each other to do this kind of thing. So despite not really focusing on it mainly, I do it quite a lot and feel quite comfortable in these strong winds. So yeah, it's interesting. It's good.
Okay. And last year, 12,000 strong crowd. Are you guys expecting more than that? And how will people know if and when to come down to Big Bay and watch you guys?
Yeah, we're expecting more. I mean, last year was quite a surprise to see the shots after the event, and for us, when we're riding, you know, we're boosting so high that we have such a a great view looking back at the beach, and you could just see for miles crowds covering everywhere.
It's almost like a stadium feel.
Yeah, exactly. And Big Bay's in that kind of shape where it's kind of like a, you know, it bends around and you have all the people from different angles, and then you can see the cars parked on the roads, and just people wanted to get there. And this year Red Bull's done really well with the marketing and getting it out there already. A few weeks before it's getting pushed out, everybody in kiteboarding knows about this event from last year and now when it's coming. So yeah, it's just check out the website, Red Bull, kingoftheair.com. That's got all the updates on it, and then if you're following, you know, the riders personally, check out their Facebook pages and stuff like that. Everybody's in tune, so it's definitely yeah, listen out on the radio and all sorts of things. It's going to be out there here in Cape Town.
Okay, let's pray for some wind.
Yeah, well, it's definitely going to get some wind. So
Cape Townians aren't particularly fond of that southeast.
Yeah, I know, but that's what we're here for, and that's what we live for. So it's going to be good.